I'm Delta Work, and this is Very Delta. Cynthia Lee Fontaine is on the show today, and we talk about cuckoos, Cocoa Puffs, and hips that don't lie. But first, do you want to see me go off? Because I think you want to see me go off.
Oh.
Mom!
Are you a lady like me? Introspective, beautiful. Oh, are you intellectual like me? Beguiled by a bargain? You like wild times? Oh, like me? Are you serving the community like me? Well, if you are, then you must be very Delta. I'm Delta Work, and this is Very Delta, a luxury public access podcast and talk show where I look gorgeous, speak extemporaneously, and invite fascinating people to sit on the couch and get very Delta. Very Delta is for the woman who is rarely laughing out loud, but is constantly snickering inside. But first, let's get into some things that are very Delta. Guess who just celebrated their 98th birthday? No, not me. 7-Eleven. Imagine having a 7-Eleven Slurpee in 1927. I wonder what that would taste like. Actually, this flavor is what I think a Slurpee in the 20s would taste like. I don't think they would have had very imaginative flavors. I think it would have been kind of basically whatever like a bartender would have. So probably vanilla. They would probably have some sort of vanilla iced flavor. I could see root beer. I could see cola. This is the cola one. Not my favorite. Not my favorite. Sometimes the cherry and the blue are just gone. And so you have to get whatever's left. And I got this one. I don't like the cola flavor that much. I'm only used to having the sugar-free ones now because the full flavored sugar, it's like, I don't know. It's something about it. It like shocks me here. Let me see. Still hate it. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Who decided that we needed the Coca Cola one? I feel like the Coca Cola flavor is the least liked, but it's probably been around for so long. Obviously, Slurpees did not come around until like maybe the 60s, roots in the 50s. But I'm thinking like they just celebrated their birthday. They do these like Slurpee treats for their birthday. And, maybe somebody back in the 20s was tooling around with the idea of chipped ice and flavoring, like lemon verbena flavor, horehound candy flavor. I don't know what other flavors they would have in the 20s. Prohibition flavor. Maybe they had alcohol flavor. They could have made a Slurpee in the 20s. Could you see like a flapper like with a Slurpee? Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal. Like, I don't know what songs they sang in the 20s. The only songs I know from the 20s are postmodern jukebox songs covering pop songs in the sound of the 20s. Why am I sipping this? You know what sipping this is? That's what my mom calls it. Vicio. That means like vice. Like you're just doing it because it's there. It's just like a habit. Like, and you know it's not good. Puro vicio. Pure vice. You're just doing it because. Like when you snack at a table and you're like, It's like social to like eat out of a peanut jar if you don't have a peanut allergy. I think peanut allergies are fake. People used to not have peanut allergies. I graduated from high school in 1994. Nobody had a peanut allergy back then. I think it's just made up. Fake news. Fake allergies. Some people can't have peanuts on the airplane, and they tell the flight crew, no peanuts because I might get an allergy. What about people who have an allergy to hairspray? There's people wearing hairspray. I guess it's not as bad, though. You don't choke to death. Maybe I have a peanut allergy. Maybe this is not excess weight. Maybe I'm just swollen, you know? That could totally be. I should have a panel done. And find out. A Slurpee. What if they had a peanut butter Slurpee? I don't think that would be good. I like to mix it. If I have my way, it's half blue, half red, right? If I have to have a regular Slurpee. I don't want a regular one. I want the sugar-free. And 7-Eleven usually does offer at least one sugar-free option. They've had a pina colada. Oh, it's so good. I swear they had like a tropical mango something. That was really good. I'd like to see a pineapple. I'd love to see a bubble gum one. Oh my gosh, bubblegum flavor. Oh, I love, because they have regular. It's like a light pink, but imagine that sugar-free as well. Delicious. I imagine myself taking into 7-Eleven one of the big popcorn containers, the big round tubs, and filling that up with Slurpee. You know, there's days where they have like once a year or something, you can take in whatever container you want and fill it up. I should take the full like stock pot. Like the pot at home that you cook menudo in, I should take that with me with the lid and just put a hose inside of it. I want to take a pot that I can sit inside of and drink my way out of. Do you think I could wheel a bathtub in there? Just to cause a scene. Just to say, bet. Bet. People say bet now. Bet? I don't know what that means. I think of Bette Midler. It's not the same. I used to say when I was younger, you want to bet? So it was like, do you dare me? But people just say bet, and I think I'm using it wrong. What is bet? Bet? It's like, bet? Ugh. I don't think they clean the machines. That could be what it is. There's sediment in there. They need to get that soap in there. They need to get that Dawn, the one you clean the ducks with. They need to get that Dawn in there. They need to get that bleach in there, that Mr. Clean, that fantastic. Get up in there, scrub it out really, really good. Rinse, repeat. You have to get the Scrub Daddy. You have to get what's the one that's like metal and you smell it and it fucking stinks even when it's new? That scrubber. That's the one you have to get, that copper one, because there's something in here that's not right. They say on the airplanes they don't clean out the coffee pot thing. Whatever. I mean, listen. They're still giving out peanuts on airplanes and people have peanut allergies. We've discovered this, right? It's part of climate control and peanut allergies. It's all the same thing. Listen, how about stop serving peanuts? They basically have already stopped serving peanuts anyway. When you open up the bag and there's 4 peanuts, I think the packaging is more expensive than the product. Just get rid of it. Just tell people we don't have any. We have Biscoff cookies. That's it. And I think the Biscoff cookies is plenty. And if you don't like that, well, bring something from home. Bring some hard candy. Don't bring any peanuts because people are. How come nobody's allergic to walnuts? What's in a peanut that's not in a walnut? Is it a nut allergy in general? Or is it like the peanuts aren't even nuts? Those are legumes. You have a legume allergy. You don't have a peanut allergy. Say it right. Speak it into existence. Stand on business. Don't be afraid to go up to people and say, excuse me, you may not know this about me, but I happen to have a severe legume allergy. It takes it to another level. When you say nut, I mean, what is nut? We all know what nut is. And bitch, you're not allergic to that. We see you getting all nutted on and you have not been allergic. You have it on your face and stuff. You have it everywhere. And you're allergic. No, you're allergic to legumes. Legumes. Oh, excuse me. I have a legume allergy. Legume. Say it however you want to say it. Like, clean it up a little bit. Say it cute. Oh, I have what if they had legume flavor? What are other legumes anyway? What else is a legume? This is so gross. This is fucking awful. This is horrific. Honestly. And I'm drinking it. Puro vicio. Pure vice. Drinking it because it's there. Eating it because it's there. If this was the pina colada one, you know when you do a dance because something is so good, when if somebody says like, oh, we're having pizza, and you go, ooh, that sounds good. I don't know why you have to warm up your hands, but it sounds good. If somebody goes, oh, did you want a slurpee? Yes, I want a yes, yes, I want a slurpee. That sounds so good. Slurpees. I'm trying to imagine though, back in the day, because they really came into existence like the 60s, really. I mean, they're celebrating their birthday. This is their big item. This item came out for 60s, I don't know, 50 years ago, we'll say. Maybe even a little more than that. Well, it'd have to be more than that. The 50s. I graduated from high school 30 years ago. The 50s was before that. That's like 60, that's like 25. Son of a bitch. How much do these even cost? I don't think it's worth it. I don't know what they cost, but I don't think that's worth it. Not that flavor. They need to get rid of that flavor. Get rid of this flavor and bring a permanent flavor back, because we know that the red is permanent, the blue is permanent, the Coca Cola is permanent. Get rid of the Coca Cola flavor. And you know how much I love Coca Cola products, but we're going to have to get rid of that flavor. Bring in like a lemonade. Just do a traditional lemonade one. I think that would be nice. That could be all the time. People love lemon. It's simple. It's clean. If you want to do a higher end seasonal, we need to see that mojito. Okay. We need to see that cucumber water. We need to see imagine a coconut pineapple tahine. I don't know why people sleep on me instead of sleeping with me, because listen, I could be giving you so many ideas for your businesses. The cheesecake, I already told you. Are you doing it? No. The Slurpees, I already told you. I told you Subway was going to go out of business. Look, now what? Now what, baby? Nothing. You just wait. I could be giving you, I'm like Nostradamus and Sylvia Brown, the love child. I can make these predictions. I can tell you, but you can only do so much. You know, you can only lead a horse to water, but you can't help their fucking horse face. God, I wish I had an iced tea instead of iced tea flavor. Can you imagine? Iced tea with just a little kiss of lemon in it. Just a little. That'd be so good. Everybody loves an iced tea. You can have it sweetened, unsweetened. That's where we all connect, I feel like. In the South, people pride themselves on good sweet tea. They know what it is. Don't approach people that are not from the South and tell them how sweet tea is done. They know how to do sweet tea. They don't need your advice. If you don't want to drink it, that's okay, but don't tell them how to fix it. Just order unsweetened tea and put your own sweetener in and just push it along. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows how to do something different. So here, California, a lot of people love flavored tea. I mean, I'm not saying it's exactly regional. People like flavored tea all over the place, but I am saying I think sweet tea, banana pudding, peach cobbler, those belong to the South. Let them do it well. Enjoy it. You can't fix it. A Slurpee, it belongs to everyone. And I feel like it's our job to fix it when it's wrong. The Coca Cola flavor has to go. We want to see lemonade flavor as a permanent flavor. I probably wouldn't even pick that one all the time, but I think there's a lot of people out there that like lemonade. When you go to a restaurant, they always have lemonade to offer. Lemonade, pink lemonade, fruit punch. I feel like the cherry flavor is kind of, in a way, if you brought in a fruit punch, it would be too similar. You would want a different color storyline. So you'd want to see the red, the blue, and then like a yellow. Another, if you got peach, it would look too much like it was blending in from the yellow. No, it's got to be distinct. You could do a white, a coconut. I don't think coconut's popular enough. Plus, my friend Psychedel is allergic to coconut. So there's other people. You can't do peanut butter. Nobody's going to want a legume Slurpee. I'm sure. Nut allergy. You're allergic to legumes. Legumes. Is a bean a legume? Maybe certain beans. I don't think people cook with white beans enough. I love beans and anything. I love beans so much. Beans are perfect. Beans are perfect. You know, they say beans and corn give you a perfect protein. And they're good for your teeth. Indigenous people have very good teeth. It's the diet. No Slurpees. This will rot your teeth. I'm drinking it. Do you want to see me take a break? I think you want to see me take a break. Today's guest is a Puerto Rican-born singer, activist, and all-star. It's Cynthia Lee Fontaine. Hi.
How are you, Delta?
I'm good. I'm so glad you're here.
Oh my God, finally. You don't understand. I watched you since day one.
You've always been a support, but you support everybody. You really do. And now is your time. I feel like since you've been on All Stars, people have fallen in love with you all over again. They're seeing you in so many different ways. They're seeing you as, first of all, a survivor. I mean, you've had a lot going on.
Yes.
And where some people would make that their personality, you just showed people that you can go through it and still have these same dreams. How do you do that?
Because after everything that I've been through and I'm still alive, that's the biggest, motive and purpose in life for me to continue, pursuing my dreams, I'm 44 years old. I'm proud to say that. Thanks to my doctor, you're welcome. I look fresh and snatch. But I feel it's a positive aspect to wake up every day and breathe, and feeling through my lungs that oxygen. And I'm like, this is the purpose that I need, I can fight any obstacles. I can fight anything, I mean, I feel invincible, to be very honest with you. And that's what give me that gasoline, inspiration and motivation to be positive all the time.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's not just a Texas spirit.
Oh,
that's not just a pageant spirit. That's the Puerto Rican spirit.
Yes. I think my people, my community in Puerto Rico is that way. If you feel sad, just turn off the radio, and listen reggaeton, salsa, merengue, go for it. And then your day change. You transform your day because you have that empowerment. Right. It's not a bad day. It's how you turn around that bad day into a positive or good day.
Right.
That's how I see it, so.
Well, you mentioned music. It's something that unites so many people. You are a trained opera singer.
Yes.
And it makes sense for you as somebody who has been on Drag Race and has traveled the world to explore music. And you have a new song out.
Oh, yes. My new song, named Bonbon. Bonbon, it's one of the candies that, peppermint lollipop. And have the meaning that I'm still sweet. And it's and amazing and gorgeous as ever and celebrating life. And I want everybody that had the opportunity to stream Bonbon, available everywhere, to have fun.
Well, it's interesting because music unites people, food unites people, especially culturally. And we think of your new song, Bonbon. David Archuleta has creme brulee. Sabrina Carpenter has espresso. I mean, these are all rich flavors and foods. Could you see yourself doing a duet with either of them or both of them?
Well, honestly, David. Because he's part of the community, and everything that is pertaining to our community, I want to be there, So, David Archuleta, if you're listening to this, I'm available anytime.
Yeah, she's ready. And we want it. We need it.
Yes, we need it. I think the representation of visibility right now is so important, Delta. Especially what you do with your podcast, with this amazing show, interviewing important people in the community. I think we need to showcase those stories, and you're using your platform for that. And that's what I want to do in music. That's what I do with what I do with my artistry, like share with other peers in the LGBTQI plus community that love, that support, so people can see and learn who we are.
Right. And you have been so visible, not just in your role on All Stars or as formerly on original seasons of Drag Race, but also in Texas. And that visibility, comes with a lot of responsibility. And you've had kind of a target placed on you in many ways by
Oh, yes.
lawmakers and people who enforce. Tell us a little bit about that.
So picture it, 2023. I already have my full hip replacement. In January 2023, it was my last hip replacement. It was my left hip. In not even 2 months, I was already on a rally at the Capitol of Texas fighting against the SB 12 bill that it was prohibited like drag queens to have like public shows with, minors or different ages. And also SB 1449 that it was prohibiting and banning the hormone treatment for transgender individuals, especially for, for minors. And since that day, it's been hard because I become the center of the attention. And not just only me, a couple of local entertainers too over there. Bridget Bandit, Maxine, and I can mention other names that we're still active, fighting for the rights of the community. So it's a huge responsibility. I learned this from my drag families, my drag moms. You need to fight for the rights of your community because your community give you what you have today. Give you a platform to perform, give you a platform to feel, accepted, a platform that you have the opportunity to share with others your talent, your niche, you find yourself, you're happy with your true self. So you need to give back to the community. So that's why I have that commitment and the responsibility to be an activist for the community.
Yeah. And I think people see that. I think when people watch All Stars, they see the way that you conduct yourself. And of course, as we know, we're watching a piece of television where people are not just contestants, but they're also cast members. And I think people hold the space for that. And they understand that there's a lot of moving parts to the show. And you're not going to be able to see everything because there's 2 days worth of filming and it has to be edited down. But people love to see you being authentically you, the way that you've always been. And you make people feel comfortable. And I know we were talking off camera just about one of the rewards of a show that maybe you don't win a specific check, but everybody walks away with something different. And you were telling me about what you're walking away with.
Oh, absolutely. I think that my biggest win, Delta, not just only to be on the TV show in front of the camera, which I love, but also it's just the love and support of all the entire viewers of Drag Race, my CUCU fans, which thank you so very much from the bottom of my heart to all of them, because without them, we're nothing. You know what I'm saying?
I know for me, just as somebody who watches All Stars, I like All Stars sometimes. It draws me in more than a regular season just because you feel like you have a pony in the race. You know some of the girls.
Yes.
So you've worked with them and you go, oh, I know how so-and-so is, or I know how this is. And you get the opportunity to see them not just in the competition, but a different heightened version of the competition.
Yes.
How is it different to be on All Stars versus a regular season?
I think it was more easygoing. I did not have that amount of time of work and exhaustion, You have your breaks, now they have like a nice area for us. We can go, even we can talk each other. We don't be on hard eyes with hard eyes means if the cameras are off, no talk. No, we can have a one-on-one, So it's more relaxed. You get to interact with the other queens. You get to even, smoke cannabis products. Get loose, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So it was more easygoing this time. Yes.
That's good to
hear.
I like
that.
Yeah. If you could do a show where you maybe you come in and you bring someone who's never been on Drag Race, but somebody that's from your drag friends and family from back home, who would you bring? If you could bring, say, 2 people.
Okay.
And you come as a team.
Well, let me tell you, I have a beautiful friendship with Kasha Davis. She is a sweetheart. She is TV. She's so funny. She's so vibrant. The queen of kindness. I think we empathize, and that's why we connect in personality and character because we have similarities on our who we are. The spirit, positive energy, positive aspect. So I bring her, and also I would like to bring a freaking drag king to the show.
Nice.
So I'm gonna mention Alexander the Great. His competitor of the King of Drag. I think is the name, and I've been watching the show on Reverie. It's been amazing. And he's an he is an aerialist. He is a contortionist. So I think he brings that variety of different, point of views conversations and ideas. And it's going to be a very strong team, because I'm crazy. Kasha is an amazing comedian and an amazing, drag queen. And then Alexander is so creative. We're going to be the winning team, honestly.
Well, and also, I mean, you are also a contortionist as well because you have all new body parts.
Well, I used to be a transformist, but now I'm a transformer.
Right, exactly.
So, well, after the surgery, doctor told me, like, there's a couple of things I need to tell you. You're not able to dance fully as you used to back in the days. I used to do high kicks and splits because then I'm going to see you back again on my surgical room. And I'm like, okay, I take that seriously. Even like, the high heel inches is a little bit smaller, almost like a Shasha heel, but health comes first. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
so it's just adapting myself, to the new situation. But again, like I've been doing shows all this week and I feel fantastic and I've been dancing like nobody else in the planet, So it just adaptate yourself.
Well, and that's the beautiful part is that it hasn't closed any doors. In fact, it's open because now you have this new energized place for music and you have a platform for it because now something new has happened. The chapter has changed. I feel like every day, I always tell people, I feel like every day we're writing a book, right?
Yes.
And sometimes you get these plot twists that you were never expecting. And sometimes a character gets written away and then they show back up chapters later. But you control it and you're controlling that now. And that's what's exciting. I think that's what people love to see when they see you on television is they see themselves in, just as you said, we're living in scary times politically, socially, friends, family, money.
Yes.
All of it is everyone's questioning everything all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But when you live authentically and you show people like, I'm not going to be, and I'm not going to shrink and I'm not going to run away from you. It means something to all of us when we see that.
Oh, yeah.
Because we all question our mortality. And we question what if I get stuck in the hospital? What if this happens? What if that happens? It's happened to you.
The day of tomorrow is not promised for anybody.
Right.
I remember 2021, I started experiencing avascular necrosis, which is the damaging of the tissue, bone, and specifically on my pelvis. And the doctor told me, like, you need not just only one hip replacement, you need full hip replacement. And at that moment, I was like, wow. You know what, doctor? If this is going to give me a better quality life, I'm going to do it. Because for me, life and health come first. After everything that I've been through. And it was not my first time at the rodeo. Because I battling cancer. I told to myself, I do affirmations. I do my prayers. I do my manifestations too. And I told myself in front of the mirror, you've been through a lot. You can fight this too as well. So that was the moment that I decided to do it. And let me tell you, they did the first hip replacement surgery. And that day they put me to walk. The surgery was just only 1 hour and 45 minutes with 18 medical staff and the doctor. As soon as I woke up and I started walking, for me it was an emotion moment. I start crying because I'm like, wow, the pain is gone.
Maybe because you have experienced so much pain before, you kind of have built up a tolerance. Some people say like, oh, I can't handle it. Or you're not going to be able to handle it. And in your mind, it was probably like, you've felt it so bad before. Did you ever think that maybe your hips were blown out from working your cuckoo too much?
The doctors said in part, yes, because of the high heels, and working a lot, well, that type of working. I think that's part of the recovery, the stretching.
It's cultural.
Well, baby,
you're passionate.
We're Latinx, so we're caliente,
Yes.
We're very passionate. So yes, but I think that helps.
Let's take a break.
That's genius.
We are back with Cynthia Lee Fontaine. Now, everybody knows there's so much going on in the world. There's so many things happening.
Oh, yeah.
We can't fix all of them. But what we do here is we call it a small fish fry because there's just little things that get on everybody's nerve day to day that they like to just chit chat about. Is there anything in your travels, maybe something you're watching on TV, something that's just a little thing that's getting on your nerves that you want to talk
You don't
about?
understand. You know, I'm a huge fan of your show, and every segment, I love it. But I've been waiting so long for, cocinar pescados right now because I have a couple.
Okay, give them to us.
It's about traveling.
Okay.
Listen to everybody that had the opportunity to watch the show or listen in any digital platform. If you have TSA pre-check and it's your first time, read the rules and the instructions how to go to TSA pre-check. Because if you get lost and you start asking questions to all the TSA officers, you're going to stop the line for others who are on business traveling, and we need to get to our gate on time. I have this experience a lot. I think you can see a little bit of my OCD personality right now so far. So yes, hello. Please read the rules. How hard is that?
Is it like containers? Is it like
water containers or like, oh, can I take my shoes off? Girl, you're on TSA pre-check now. You have like that extra VIP treatment. Go for it. Or like they go into the metal detector. Oh, I'm so sorry. I have a lower back surgery. You need to know that because you have metal on your body. The metal detector is going to detect that,
Right.
So don't stop the line. Read the rules. Read your itinerary of traveling. Please do that.
It's important.
So you don't make everybody else late for gates and to get to the gates and the destination that they need to go.
How early do you get to the airport?
I still do in the 2 hours.
See, same.
Even if I check in on my phone, no. That's part of my OCD. I need to be on time. You never know. It can be a delay. I mean, if you travel to a specific airlines, American, that it can change gate like every 3 seconds.
Constantly.
Like 5 gates. Girl, that's annoying. I'm like, okay. And I love to walk. Don't take me wrong. I'm very active. I do my stretchings after the surgery. I lost 28 pounds recently. So I'm very active. I'm very happy. But there's some days that I'm traveling a lot. I have, in a weekend, I can have like 3 gigs, 3 different cities.
Mm-hmm.
Don't make me change the gate constantly, like every 10 minutes. Like, just decide where the frick is going to be the airplane that I'm going to be departing, So,
right. I hate when you have a connection and even though you know in advance it's going to be a tight connection, I just wonder, why are you offering that connection if you know the passenger's probably not going to make it? I mean, I've had connections where it's been like literally 6 minutes and they say, oh, you're at gate 78A and you need to be in concourse F, gate, whatever. And you think, I'm not going to make it.
After taking a train, after taking a boat, after taking another airplane to get to the other gate, like, I love Delta so much because I love you and I love to travel Delta. That's my preference airline to travel.
Mm-hmm.
But you get to Atlanta, that are the headquarters, honey, like from gate A25, you need to walk all the way to international gate, like gate E, to like,
it's
baby, and then like, I can get a little bit stressed out by all that because I want to be on time. I'm glad I'm not in the zone 1 or 2 or 3. I'm always like zone 5, zone 4, because I'm traveling back again more constantly because do the TV show and the gigs. So I have time to get there and at least breathe. But my love, mi amor, you need to go to the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
We have bowels. So,
You do? How do you get bowels?
I think it's about evolution.
I'm not fully evolved.
Talking.
We know that.
And another fish that I need to fry right now. You don't understand. I've been waiting for this moment so long. Listen, if you book the middle seat of your airplane, why you cross your legs?
Oh, okay.
Because when you cross your legs, you invading literally the space or the people that is sitting on the window seat or the people that is sitting on the seat on the aisle. Don't do that. And especially, respectfully, I love all my females, but there's some females, ladies, They like to do that. Honey, you're beautiful, but JJ is not going to be running out of your body. Like, you don't have to contain that. Why? Just sit like everybody else, put your legs together, get comfortable. I know you have your personal bag and you have to put it underneath your front seat. It's okay. But don't cross your legs, because usually it happens to me. They cross the legs and constantly they are like, and hitting on my knee. And I'm like, I have to tell them, hey, how are you? How's your flight going so far? Hey, could you stop? Like, can you not cross your leg? Because, I need space. I have some surgeries. I need to be comfortable, Oh, I'm so sorry, and, they do it. But just be conscious. Just be mindful. Have some demure and think about the other passenger that is sitting next to you. It's not that hard.
It's not. And, they do say that it's proper for a lady to cross her legs at the ankles. So if you cross your legs at the ankles, you don't have to worry about that. You just tuck them right underneath.
Jackie Kennedy Onassis style.
Yes.
Look.
But wait, you're at the airport early. You like to be on time. You like to be punctual. If you're there early, that gives you time if you want to go to the little Hudson News store to buy a snack or something.
Yes.
What do you like to get in an airport? Do you like to get a snack to take on the plane, or do you not like to eat on the plane?
So I always, first of all, now that you talk about the Hudson stores, now do you see this new system of Amazon that you go and they have scanners all the way on the roof? And immediately when you grab an item, they scan that. And before you exit, you just have to swipe your credit card and it paid for that. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I do not have to interact with any human beings. No. I love humanity. I study clinical psychology, yes, but sometimes I just want to be on the sun with myself, me, myself, and I, Right. So I'm like, boop, and let's go. I'm like, wow.
Now, does it sometimes still ask for a tip?
Not all the time.
I don't think it does. Sometimes I've been to airports before where you do the you check out yourself and it says, would you like to add a tip to this? And there's not even somebody watching. It just goes into the air. I don't know.
Even the percentage, like $2, $3, whatever do you buy? And I'm like, should I give the tip to the machine? I don't know.
Right, because I feel bullied because if somebody did something, then I'm going to tip, because we work off of tips as well. But if you're in that store and it scans your items, what would be like an item you would want for a snack for the airplane or sitting at the gate?
So I'm like Dairy Berry. I like my Nutri-Grains.
Okay.
I like my, what's the name? The green one. That is like
Nature's Valley.
Yes, that is all over your clothes.
All over.
Lord Jesus, but it's delicious.
It's so
and
good.
It's nutritious too, And usually, and you're gonna kill me for this, I'm obsessed with Coke Zero.
Oh, some people love it. No, I like people who know exactly what they want. I don't choose that, but if you choose that, and if you were coming to my home, I would make sure I had it available for you.
Because I used to drink like Diet Coke all the time, but then I found out Coke Zero. And I have like, I don't know, for me, it tastes like the Mexican cola.
Yeah, it does. It tastes more authentic.
Yes, right? It's more genuine, the taste, and, more credible, if we can say the word, And it's, I don't know, refreshing. And I'm like, and 0 calories? Okay. I know you have the, still the sucrose and a little bit like lower level, but it's still delicious and tasty, so.
It is. Those are good snacks. I like that idea. What about this? I don't know if you're familiar with the cereal Cocoa Puffs.
Oh, yeah.
But back in the day, they used to say, are you cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs? What cereal are you cuckoo for?
Right now, Cheerios.
Solid option.
Oh, my God, yes. And once a month, I have like a cheating day. I like, what it calls, Fruity Pebbles.
Oh, they're so good.
Right.
They are so good.
And every time that I, eat it give me a flashback to my childhood because my mom always buy Fruity Pebbles for all of us. And it bring me like good memories of my childhood and, with my sister and my family and my other sisters too and my brother, rest in peace. So, and my other brother too. So it just a reminiscent of like, I think like that's beautiful when you have the opportunity to enjoy your favorite meals, but also it takes you to a beautiful flashback from your subconscious and you enjoy not just only the taste of the flavor of the food, but also how memories can bring to your mind, positive aspects. So I'm very emotional eater in a way because I'm connecting with food because it brings me those beautiful and amazing memories from the past.
Right, right. How does your family feel about you doing drag? Is it
Let
something?
me tell
Did they
you.
always love it?
Well, no. I never come out of the closet. It was my mom. It was an accident.
Okay.
I remember she came for the graduation of my sister, which I love you, Veronica. I love you. And I used to be a roommate with my sister back in the days. And she came to visit, and she came for the graduation of my sister. And I told my mom, I have to go this weekend because I have dance rehearsals. Because I used to be on a dance team too. But not that weekend was just only drag. I have 2 drag shows. So I leave on Friday, and then I came back on Monday early in the morning. I used to work in a hospital in Puerto Rico on medical record department, and I left my suitcase next to her bed, and it was all my drag suitcase.
Oh, wow.
When I came back from my work, she was sitting in tears. The suitcase was open, so she found out 2 things in once: that I was gay and a drag queen. Wow. Yes. And I regret that moment because now today that I understand my truth, I will never should be ashamed of who I am. And this is an advice that I give to every single person and young people that are afraid to tell them, the family, that they are part of the queer community. There's nothing wrong with us. Actually, for me, taking a little bit of religious terminology, it's a blessing. Right. Who we are is a blessing. So the following years were very difficult, especially for my mom. My dad was like super cool. He was like, as far as you don't bring an ugly man at home. And I remember the first Christmas of that year, he gave me the firefighter calendar from Florida.
Stop.
And he marked on the calendar exactly the guy that he wants for me.
Oh, I love.
And I think it was June. Oh, this gorgeous Australian 6'4" man. He was like, bring that man home and make sure everything is okay with his credit score. I'm like, okay, Papa. And then he jokes with me and he was like, how it feels to, how do you guys call it? Bottom? I don't know. I should try that. And my dad was a gigolo. Oh. He was a hombreriego. Oh, yes, mujeriego. Oh, yes. So he was like, and he said that he tries everything, in sex. So it was funny, but with my mom, it was a little bit hard. And I do believe it's a cultural factor because Latino moms are very overprotected about their children.
Absolutely.
And they want the best for their children. It's not that they are selfish and they want their children to do whatever they want or their dreams. It's just that they want the best. And sadly, in the Latinx community, especially in Puerto Rico, still a little bit of stigma and discrimination. Today, it's more, fast forward, but still that, machismo and toxic masculinity still till today. And sadly, what she watched on TV back in the days, it was in the 80s, the HIV pandemic and other stuff and, hate crimes. So the biggest concern from her was for me to be harmed because I was gay and I'm gay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. That's exactly had always been my mom's process, which was I just want you to be happy, healthy, safe. My fear is that I won't be there when somebody does something to you.
Yes.
So it's you're very right, especially protective of their kids, definitely protective of their sons.
Oh yeah. And let me tell you, media back in the days was very aggressive when it was showing the story of queer individuals. Instead of showing the positive aspect, it was about killing, hate crimes, serial killers killing, gay people in the community, Yeah. So that was the biggest fears that she had. But let me tell you, this is beautiful. And I want to share this experience with her that I have with my mom. She told me, I was not angry that you were gay at all. I was angry because I thought I was your best friend and you didn't tell me anything.
Aww.
And that's what breaks my heart. And that's why, one more time, I encourage everybody that is feeling your truth and this is your truth. Tell your loved ones. It's important. And in a couple of months, she's going to release a book.
Oh, wow.
And it's through the testimony, through her eyes as a mother, having a gay kid. And the name in Spanish is like Caminos Opuestos, Corazones Unidos. Opposite Journeys, United Hearts. Yeah. And it's going to be available everywhere. So, and let me tell you, my mom supported me for All Stars for the look for Miley Cyrus. She paint and she decorate and she stone all my boots for that look.
Wow.
Yeah. And, today she always tell me, I respect what you do. I still have my dreams, and my wishes and my prayers, but I respect what you do because you take your artistry seriously, but also you do something positive for your community. So I'm proud of that. She was like, I'm very proud that, that education and instruction that I give it to you as a child, you put it in practice today with all your beautiful values and your integrity, and you defend yourself pretty well. So I'm proud of you on that, so.
That's
Today we can say that
beautiful.
she respect what I do.
Right.
And that's a huge win. Te amo, mama.
Imagine your dad's book, the story of bottoming for the first time. That would be interesting.
Right. Imagine.
I would pre-order.
Hot, straight dad into hot holes. The
And
ring.
Do you think he picked Mr. June because he thought you would like Mr. June or because he liked Mr. June?
I feel he was admire Mr. June so
because the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, and that's good. At least he knew what you would like too.
Oh yes, absolutely.
I love that.
And he's glad that we're having these memories, and because right now he's in bed, he's in hospice, he's suffering from Parkinson and his mobility, and he lost completely mobility for muscles and everything. He's barely can talk. I saw him last in December, and finally, after years, he never told me, I love you, te amo.
Oh.
And he did on New Year's Eve, and that was a great and amazing moment for me. It was a chapter that I can close, and I think I'm ready. Whenever he's ready to go, I'm ready to as well. So he lived a great and amazing life. He's been a great dad for me and for my sisters and my brother, and seeing him, suffering because Parkinson is a very terrible disease, illness. I think it's time for him, to go because all of us, we made amends with him. And he was so happy. And you see him trying to smile, surrounded by all the family and my sisters and all my tias and, So, but again, my dad always, I think the humor, I get it from my dad.
Mm-hmm.
That crazy humor because my dad was the king of the party. Every place that he had the opportunity to go, everybody was laughing with him. He was saying hi to everybody. He's a joker, So I'm glad I had the opportunity to have that beautiful spirit of happiness and joy from him.
Yeah. This is why people love you. People love you because you're able to share this with people. You're able to, death and transition from one realm to another is scary to people. It's scary to all of us. But it's beautiful that you're able to make that peace and realize that you can laugh through so many things and that he left you this life. He's leaving you this beautiful story that you can share with other people, that everything you can laugh through, everything you can celebrate with other people.
Yes.
Things are only going to be for so long. The pendulum swings, I like to say, and it goes all the way over here and it might feel really bad, but it comes back really, really great eventually.
Oh, yeah. And we need to understand that death is part of the stages of life,
Right.
So we don't have to be afraid of that stage. We should be satisfied with everything that we're doing so far. And if you feel your life is not going on the right direction, you're still alive. This is a time to take another route, and connect yourself on the holistic model, spiritual, biologically, emotionally, spiritual, all that together. Listen, it's not going to work at first because we're human beings. We're vulnerable, susceptible with different situations. But at the same time, we have the opportunity to I need to have a plan A, B, and C.
Mm-hmm.
And there's always a solution to anything that you're experiencing right now so far. Don't you ever doubt that.
Well, you mentioned satisfaction. You know what I'm not satisfied with? I'm not satisfied with the fact that your Miley Cyrus look, which was the #1 Miley Cyrus look, was not celebrated as the #1 look of the night. And I just have to say that, not just because your mom helped you with it, but because it was perfect. And I will stand on that hill. It was perfect.
Thank
and I'm
you
not
so
satisfied.
much. Thank you.
I loved it. I mean, we watch the show.
Yes.
And it's our sporting event for many of us. As a fan of RuPaul's Drag Race, it's a sporting event. So when you see somebody hit the ball the wrong way or this way or that way, you're like, no, I want to see it this way. But the reality is everyone on the show is winning because drag is in the forefront. Everyone's watching drag.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Actually, fun fact, I text Sonique and I ask her because I have 2 looks. It was the one that she wore, I think it was 2022 for the Grammys, that she was asking everybody like, oh, iPhones everybody for the red carpet?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, I remember that.
And I told her, but this colorful look from the VMA's performance with all the drag racers, with all the drag queens on stage. And she was like, I love her. I love her so much. Kisses to you. She was like, do you want to look glam and beautiful, or you want to look beautiful and fashion and fun? What fits your personality? I'm like,
right.
I'm going with the VMA performance look. And what represent, an artist that is an ally to our LGBTQI plus community, it need to be celebrated too. We need to showcase that. So that's why I was very happy and confident with that look,
And a lot of thought went into that because just as you said, that was a moment specifically. I mean, she's always in support of our community, but that was a moment where she really brought so much drag on that huge stage and let it shine.
And every artist that goes out of the norm and standards of society, bravo, and especially when it's an ally and always, support our community. Yes. So thank you, Miley. Because thanks to you, I look great on Drag Race.
I love it. I love it. Let's take a break. We are back with Cynthia Lee Fontaine. This is the part of the show that we call Read Me Delta, where people
Read Me Delta.
Yeah, people send in their letters. They ask for advice or they have observations. You have a letter opener?
Oh, yes, I do. It's here.
Oh, it's nice and
this is
warm.
my favorite. You use that.
You like this one?
Oh my God, I like color. You know me.
And you kept it warm.
Oh, baby,
which I like.
all for you.
And
the smell?
Lightly cuckoo.
Ah,
yeah.
I'm so proud. Yes.
I love it.
I leave my DNA over there all for you.
That's perfect. That's as it should be. I'm going to always call this one the Cynthia. I'm going to call this I'll call this the cuckoo letter opener.
Oh my God. So I'm going to be here from now on.
Forever.
On the Delta. This is amazing. Oh my God. Me siento muy excited.
I love it.
But wait. I bring you a present.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yes. So it's a 2-part present.
Okay.
When you start the series of Very Delta, you always have a book displayed here.
Sometimes I do.
So I bring you this book. This book is American Teenager. Now trans kids are surviving hate and finding joy during difficult times. This is Nico Lang. He is a queer journalist. He got a blog. He's an activist for the queer community too, and the trans rights too. You will love this book because he collects, I think it's 5 stories. I read it already. It's 5 stories of trans kids in all United States.
Wow.
And the struggles. He interviewed their parents or the loved ones that are taking care of them and how they overcome all the obstacles and all the stigma and discrimination, finding themselves with their truth, but also feeling self-confidence of who they are. It's beautiful. I hope that you enjoy this.
Oh, reading. I know I will.
It's amazing.
Thank
it's a great book. Absolutely.
This will have to be on the... And, a lot of people do see the books that we put here and they do it as recommended reading.
That's why I would start reading all the, literature that you were displaying here.
This is amazing. Nico Lang, American Teenager by Nico Lang.
He's going to be very happy that, I read the book. He don't know. Surprise, surprise,
Thank you. What beautiful gifts.
It's my pleasure. Thank you for having me here.
Thank you for being here. This is so fun.
Ooh. Read Me Delta. Woohoo.
Read Me Delta.
Ooh, this is a long one. Dear Delta and dreamy guest. Nietzsche wrote, I know of no better life purpose than to perish attempting the great and impossible. Is it very Delta to abandon a boring and unsatisfying, albeit good job with benefits and a secure future in San Diego for a long-held dream of life in New York City, going to the theater? I'm a nurse in San Diego. I make good money. I've become accustomed to my space and nice things, but I don't want to live a life of quiet comfort, desperation, and regret. I'd rather live in New York, experience all of that great theater, and meet fellow theater obsessives. To fulfill this dream, I would have to work in difficult New York hospitals with less pay, poor benefits, worse working conditions, and disappoint my family. Is it very Delta to escape the clutches of a secure but unfulfilling life for a dream? What could happen if I do or do not pursue it? To complicate matters, I'm nearly 50 years old, and my better judgment says to kill that dream once and for all because it seems like one for someone young. With lots of respect, a little girl from Kansas.
Wow.
That's a good question.
Yes, yes. Let me tell you. On season 8, I said a quote that I learned with one of my best friends. Her name is Cheryl. She is legally blind. She can see. She don't have any percentage of vision. And I remember one day I was feeling a little bit discouraged, and this is in college. Picture it. Back in the days, 2004, when I finished my bachelor in clinical psychology. And she told me this, and I repeat this when I get eliminated on season 8. Do not give up. Even if the obstacles and inconveniences or maybe probably instability, you need to try to make your dreams come true, even if you are the only one who believes in yourself. And to this beautiful person that write this letter, which is a beautiful letter, beautiful, well written, I do believe like risk, take a risk like Geronimo, jump the waterfalls. You never know, because nothing in life, even stability that we think society is providing us for that, validation, like you're stable, you have a job, 9 to 5, whatever. Nothing is stable, The day of tomorrow is not promised for anybody. So for me, it's better to take the risk and maybe probably tell to yourself, I'm sorry, rather that you never tried. And then in the future, you're going to regret because you never had the opportunity to try and take a risk. That's my advice for this beautiful.
I love that. I'm a firm believer in following your heart, but taking your head with you, So I think that you already know. It sounds like you've weighed the options here. You know where your stability and your safety is, and you already know the risks of taking a risk. You know that you might have to switch up your job, but is it worth it for you? And it sounds like you might think that the trade-off is okay. And if you can come to terms with that, what would happen if you took the risk with a life jacket on? So what would happen if you said to yourself, I have the finances to visit New York a couple of times this year, and I want to see what happens if when I do take off the time and I'm there, how do I respond there? What happens to me there? Because I like the idea of taking the risk and believing in yourself and believing in your dream. 50 doesn't mean anything. That number, I know we're told that.
It's a new stage in life.
Yeah, we're told that just abandon that dream, but we can't do that. And just as you said, nothing is promised. For some people, they don't see 50, but for some people, they'll see 100. They'll see 120. Yeah. For some people, they're suffering.
They see mommies. I mean,
some people are suffering at 18 years old. I think you've given this a lot of thought. I think you deserve to follow your heart some. And I think if you want to risk it. Try to keep yourself a little bit of a safety net just in case. Yeah. So in that sense, follow your heart, but take your head with you. I think you know what you want to do. I think you do. And I think it's nice to share it, though. And it is a beautifully written letter.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And I wish her the best. Buena suerte. Good energy to you.
and they asked a good person, so I'm glad they sent that when you were here, because some people might say, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, just take the risk. But I agree with you. Just research, planning, and it is for you, go for it. It is not, other city is going to be having other opportunities for you.
Yeah, I think that's true. Dear Delta and CUCU, my name is Biantel, and I love that Delta has an obsession with bowel movements. I do. Whenever I sit on the toilet, my mind gives me the toilet and anthropomorphic. I cannot even pronouncing this right. The anthropomorphic. Why can't I pronounce this?
Anthropomorphic.
I know.
Visage. And I get to pronounce it? That's weird.
And I can't help but believe that I'm feeding the toilet. So their visual is that they're feeding the toilet when they are going to the bathroom. I can't decide whether she wants it or not, but it haunts me. When it's a quantity sufficient deposit, I tell myself I fed that toilet bitch good today. Do you feed toilets like me? Oh, Delta, help me. How do I eradicate these troubling thoughts? Warm toilet seat regards, Biantel. Feeding the toilet. I don't feel
it's a concern. As a CUCU specialist, I go to the bathroom at least twice a day or 3 times. And yes, I feed a couple of toilets. And why not? That's nothing wrong with that, Right. You are liberating, Remember, the sphincters and the anus have millions of nerves. Every time that we have the opportunity to go to the bathroom, this is Sigmund Freud. we are releasing a little bit of emotions and a little bit of satisfaction and a little bit of, relaxation. So as many times that you can go to the bathroom, go for it. As far you don't sit on the bathroom with your electronic device, because that's wrong. You just only go to the bathroom, do your stuff, send an email to the current president of the United States right now. You're going to be fine. But I encourage you, go to the bathroom all the time that you want.
Will you go number 2 in like an airport?
Everywhere.
See, I'm the same way.
Everywhere.
I don't care.
Everywhere. I just have even I travel with baby wipes.
Oh,
you
yes.
travel with baby wipes? And I always
yes.
carry it on my, on my
In the shoulder bag?
Yes.
Absolutely.
And I see it and, I feel relaxed. I feel liberated. Why not,
Let me tell you a little secret. I try not to bring a pulley carry-on bag. I like to check all my luggage. So I just have like a shoulder bag, like a whatever that goes over, crisscrosses the body. Or when I'm traveling, like if I'm going to go for a couple of days, I have a tote bag, a small tote bag with lots of pockets.
Yeah.
I absolutely keep the wipes in there, the flushable wipes. I sometimes bring with me Poo-Pourri, the spray.
Oh my God, it's
you never know.
So good.
And I also keep a rolled up pair of track pants and a rolled up pair of underwear just in case.
Yeah,
you never know.
I heard your stories on the show.
I don't want to get stuck. And here's the thing. It's like car insurance. People say, why do I pay for car insurance? I never get in an accident. Once you don't have it, you're going to need it.
That's when you know that you need a car insurance.
Back in the day, there used to be a TV show, a reality show. I can't remember the name of it, but they followed the Southwest Airlines gate agents here in Southern California.
Wow.
And they would just talk about things that were happening throughout the day. And they would say, oftentimes people will have an accident or they'll get sick or they'll throw up on themselves. Yes. And they'll say, my clothes are in my checked baggage. And they always say, try to have something with you, like if it's a pulley bag or whatever, just something to get you through. Because that's why they always say, make sure you have your pills, your house keys. Because if your bag is gone, at least you'll have your medication, your keys, your cash, you can get home.
And fun fact, when you're traveling, I've been doing this in the past 2 years, probiotics.
Oh,
Amazing. And that's going to help you to go to the bathroom with no problem. Your stools are going to be soft and you're going to be happy. And your cook is going to be happy too as well.
See, you have to listen to this. Some people are embarrassed by these conversations.
Why? We need to talk about sex. We need to talk about going to the bathroom, number 1, number 2. Why? This
we're
is
ladies in our
things.
40s. We understand.
Yes, thank you so very much.
And you should not be embarrassed to talk about these things. You should be able to write your letters in. If you want to feed the toilet, feed the toilet. As long as you are going regularly, that's the bottom line.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I agree with you.
I'm so glad you were here. This is so fun. We should co-host something. We could do this all the time.
Oh my God. Oh,
you are so good.
For the listeners, I'm about to cry because, for me, that's a compliment. I like to host.
It's so true.
It's a dream for me to have the opportunity to have a very, similar show as you. I think it's refreshing. I think it's vibrant. I think it's fantastic, So what you do, and I look up to you so much.
I love
thank you
so
for
much.
everything that you do for the community, but also thank you for showcase all the queer stories here. It's fantastic. We need that. And for those allies to us as well that you have here on this couch. Oh my God. And I'm sitting here. I'm just so honored.
So fun. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I'm going to see you again soon. I know so.
Oh, thank you so much.
Today on Very Delta, we learned that you are never too old to chase your dreams or feed a toilet. We'll see you next week. And until then, keep things very Delta. Very Delta is produced by Moguls of Media, a.k.a. Mom. Hosted by Delta Work. Produced and edited by Doug Robertson. Technical direction by Danielle Mitchell. With original theme music by Will Pitts. Media and design support by Stone Cold. And set design by Eris Sevilla. Executive produced by Alaska, Willem, Big Dipper, Camille Stennis, and Joe Cilio. Recorded at Forever Dog Productions. Do you have a thong on?
No, but my ass is so fat. Well, this is.
Let's see. Turn around. Let me see.
It does kind of look bad.
Let me see. Is it like a girl's butt?
It's big.
It's kind of. You have kind of a girl's butt.
Mom!
Watch Very Delta uncensored, ad-free, and a day early by subscribing to Mom Plus Gold. Sign up today at mompodcast.plus for premium content, including weekly episodes of More Very Delta.